It's really fabulous to be here with Otti Bunaciu today. Otti's the Dean of Bucharest University, teaches theology and so many other things at the Baptist Seminary, was president of the Baptist Union of Romania, but we know him as a friend, the minister of our twin church in Bucharest, Providence Baptist Church, and the founder of Project Ruth that provides schooling and healthcare for the poorest communities in Bucharest and in villages beyond. Otti, thanks so much for being with us. It's great to chat with you. So what is it then, the defining question, the real question that we as God's people should be asking at this significant moment?
Thank you, Simon. It's great to see you again. And really, we have been through a year and a half of very, very difficult and complicated times. So I think all of us have felt what I use as a word in English, discombobulated, because of all this situation. And I often thought about our church experience, which probably is slightly different than yours, but in the end, isolation, not able to meet with each other, not able to share. What does this say for our Christian life and witness? And for me, really, among all the discussions, the question in the end is, how do we affirm in face of all of this that Jesus Christ is Lord? Because I really think that fear was a big part of the last year. I really think that confusion was a big part of the last year. And sometimes we were worried about when can we meet again? When can we get rid of the masks? When can we sing? Or when can we do this or that? And those are important questions. But I think above all, we have to trust that Jesus is still the Lord, in spite of COVID, in spite of, I was very, very saddened that so many Christians went into all these conspiracy theories. Okay, I don't know if someone is behind this, who cares? If Jesus Christ is Lord, and we really believe this, he's the risen Lord. So he's Lord of everything, as Apostle Paul says. And in connection to this is, how can we a witness in this situation? Because after all, Jesus gave us one task: go into all the world and preach the gospel. And the second one is just help those in need. So for me, this is really the crucial question. And how do we find our way back? And maybe it's a wake-up call for all of us, this situation, that maybe we got entrenched in old ways, in routines. I know that I admired your congregation in Ipswich because I saw that you were into a process of rethinking and reimagining how church should be, and I really was excited about this, and I hope that this will continue now in new ways.
Wow, we have indeed, you're quite right, been discombobulated. What a great word. But in the midst of that discombobulation, Jesus is Lord. Just a couple of final thoughts, Otti, from you, if I may, about how can we reaffirm, do you think, the fact that Jesus is Lord in this new season we find ourselves in?
I think we need to find again a kindness for us as Christians in the way in which we are willing to participate in our communities, working for the common good. I think there was a tendency, and not only with Christians in the past 5-10 years, everybody was claiming rights and complaining about things and rioting and asking for this, asking for that. And I think we need to come back. And if we really believe that Jesus Christ is Lord, and I know we do, but we should make this work in the way in which we are a witness for his power to change the world through the Holy Spirit. And in Romania we had a period of populism and people demonstrated, and it's easy to get caught up in these arguments, and are we for this or against this, but at the end of the day, it struck me, Jesus was tried and he was sentenced without being guilty, and he didn't riot. He said, God gave you the authority to do this. So in a sense, he accepted this as the calling that God gave him, but through the power of him giving up and being kind and loving, he changed the world. And I think we need to rediscover this more as our Christian and social witness in community.
Otti, you brought us back to Jesus. Thank you very, very much indeed.
Thank you, Simon, and greetings to all the friends at Burlington. And we look forward to times when we can see each other face to face beyond Zoom.
And
for
love
which I'm
to you
grateful
all.
Anyway.
And love to you all as well. And our young people and the rest of us, we're still coming. We're going to get there
yes,
sooner rather than later.
We hope.
We'll be there.
God bless.
Bless you. God bless
Thank
you.
you.